25th at LA Trade Tech, where progressive voices will come together to tackle the issues that matter most to working families across Los Angeles and beyond. From economic justice to climate action, from healthcare to housing, we're bringing together the brightest minds and most passionate advocates for real solutions and real change. With workshops, 2 major keynote addresses, and a closing reception with great music and good food. It's the Left Coast Forum, where your voice matters and your ideas take action. Saturday, October 25th at LA Trade Tech. Brought to you by KBLA Talk 1580 and the LA Progressive. The future won't wait, and neither should you. Mark your calendar now to be there and be heard. Stay tuned to KBLA Talk 1580 for more details.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
When a woman opens up her womb, which is really her heart, and her womb reflects, whatever the man is thinking, feeling, eating, is going to be injected into her. It's going to become that. Now, she's already that before he came. So it's not like he's something wrong with him and then she's great. Mm-mm. She had a frequency that brought them together. What happens, if she already has that frequency of lack and hurt and disappointment, she's going to attract someone on the same level. But what happens is magnified when they come together. Because she's a seed and she receives, she is going to get sick. He's going to feel better because he's going to release the anger and the pain. Now, he's not going to change his diet, so he's going to keep getting sick again. He's not changing his mind, he's not changing his lifestyle, he's not forgiving his parents, he hasn't done any emotional healing, so he's going to continue on that pathway. But she also, so now she...
Hey, man, if y'all have never heard Queen of Fua,
yeah,
men think, oh, that's just for women. Man, you better get that good game so you can understand. When a woman opens up her womb, she opens up her heart. And we're talking like on a chakra level. Mm-hmm. We're not just talking... And then you walking around with bacon and sausage and all that. She's taking all of the energy of everything that you're a part of in. Oh, man, that's not clinically supported by Western thought. Okay. When that random argument come out of nowhere. She said, how you gonna make love to your woman and you haven't forgiven your mama? Whoa. It's called making love, not making more of what you refuse to acknowledge. Oh, my goodness. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on complete fire tonight. Tonight's topic is a barn burner. You owe you and no one else. That's tonight's topic. And we're talking about how we've really just outsourced every meaningful spiritual aspect or tool that's within us. We've turned it into a relational expectation for our partner to give to us, which, in my opinion, creates dependency, right?
Yeah.
Right? It creates this attachment and this addiction. And then on the psychological level, it doesn't give you the opportunity to actually undo whatever insecure attachment style you may have. Right? So a lot of folk, man, thinking a good relationship will cure all things. Sometimes a good relationship is the one that is the medicine, but it hurts.
Yes.
It hurts. We've turned a good relationship into a passive relation, a spiritually passive relationship. And that's just not what it is. Can love remain love once it becomes entangled with proof, performance, or payment? Oh, you didn't think I was swinging for the fences. I know. You didn't think I was going to swing for the fences. Let me read it again. Let me give it to you one more time because it sat with you. I saw that. Can love remain love once it becomes entangled with proof, performance, or payment?
It can remain love, but what is the love that you speak of, right? Not romance, surely, right?
But many people will call attachment love.
Well, sometimes it feels like it because your brain is getting high off of the person, right? There's an actual chemical reaction that happens when it's like seeing a baby I have a grandson, he's 2. When I see him, I light up.
Yes.
I get high off that kid, right?
Yes.
But can I love him in spite of who he will show up as through his progression through life? Yes, right? And we don't view intimate relationships like that. Sometimes love is letting a person go.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Go on about your business.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, but when there's a deep spiritual connection, it doesn't require you to be together in the physical in order for that relationship to still exist spiritually.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So can it? It can. The answer always is the work. You got to do the work. Mm-hmm. You have to do the work. And your job is you.
So let's go even deeper. Because so many people say work and really don't have a deeper understanding of that term. Like, what does that mean when you say you got to do the work? Because everybody is saying it. What does you got to do the work actually mean?
With the little organ in the background.
Yeah.
Well, the work is the work. I remember the first time someone told me I had to do the work, I was in my early 20s. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, I'm willing to do the work. So what is the work? She said, oh, nobody can define what the work is for you. Mm-hmm. The work is the work. Mm-hmm. And I got very frustrated with her. Right. But it wasn't until a few years later, not too many years later, when I had joined this spiritual gathering and we were meeting with these beings of the Christ light. Mm-hmm. And I started doing all this internal investigation. And then I realized I was doing the work, right? There is not a formula for doing the work. But there is a nudging that can take place. You can nudge a person in the direction of looking inward, but doing the work is internal.
Yes.
It is, if you want to be happy in relationship, you can't rely on your partner for your happiness. You're responsible for your own happiness. You have to understand what happiness is and how to go about that. You could have 2 people who are perfect in their appearance, perfect on paper, loving each other deeply, committed deeply, and then one dies, right? So does that mean you don't get to do your work?
No.
So you having that perfect experience does not bypass you having to do the work that is necessary in order for you to be present and live your highest expression.
Ooh, you said something to Attila that made so much sense about being still and listening for this whisper internally. In 2005, I dropped my first book. And in that book, there was a poem that I wrote to my great-grandmother because we got a chance to forgive each other. I was so bad when I was a little kid. Oh, I was terrible. And Big Mama would always tell my mama, like, you better get him. Because something going to happen to him if you don't get him. You better snatch him up, you know. But I think around 16, I made a change. And I hadn't seen her in 4 years. And I wind up bagging her groceries.
Wow.
At the grocery store.
That's the spirit.
I had a job, you know, I was bagging her groceries. And as I'm putting her, I didn't even recognize it was her. I wasn't really paying attention. I was doing my little job or whatever. And as I'm walking to the car, I noticed the car. And then she looked up and said, I was wondering when you was going, you know, like when you was going to recognize it was me. And then she was in tears. Oh, my God, you turned out okay. And I put her stuff in there. And then a few years later, now I get to come back to her house because I was banned. Because I had terrorized her whole block. And they was like, come get your grandson. Come get the baby now. But what was very interesting about that, as an adult, I owned a bookstore in Altadena. And I just had a feeling. It was just something said, call your grandmama.
The spirit.
You know? And I called her. And she was like, hey, how you doing? I said, how are you doing? And she said, I'm good. I said, all right, someone told me to call you, check on you, see how you doing. She was like, I'm fine. I said, okay. And then she said, well, wait a minute. I need you to come down here and put this blanket on me. And that's when I knew something ain't right. That's not Big Mama. And when I wrote this poem in 2005, the word I used was presage. Because it means it's like a voiceless voice or a wordless saying. And that's what came to me that alerted me that something was up with her. And that was the last 2 weeks of her life. And I was able to get a caregiver to come in. I ain't going to tell you, it was terrible when I saw, but the caregiver came in, cleaned her up, did her hair, fed her, cooked, cleaned up her house, did the whole thing. And that last 2 weeks, she told the caregiver, she said, who would have thought? Like, I came to see her. The caregiver's taking care of her. She said, who would have thought that the devil would be Big Mama's angel? You know, she told her everything. So that presage, like getting still and listening for the voice to emerge from self. I think that's a lost art, and I think, you know, sometimes we wait for the miraculous moment to happen, but I think we can cultivate it.
Oh, absolutely. You can cultivate it. You know, there are a lot of, in these days and times, places where you can go and you can learn and you can get a certificate and, you know, but the true degree.
Come on.
Comes through lived experience. You have to, even if you never get into a relationship that is, you know, one person, me and this person through the rest of our life, it has nothing to do with the work. You still have to do the work, whether you're in relationship, whether you're not. If you are blessed enough to come upon knowledge that would guide you inward and encourage stillness in you, this is the degree. This is the degree.
Come on.
And now, don't get me wrong. The spirit will shout sometimes, like, "Hey, you about to get?
Hold on,
right? Don't turn this way."
Right.
But that true engagement requires time in. There's this whole school of meditation, which definitely has its origins in other cultures, coming here to America, being popularized and then spread throughout the world. Yeah, that's wonderful. But before meditation, what precedes meditation, what comes before meditation is being music, the drum.
Yes.
When African people call on the spirit, right? And so tuning out of self into the vibration of the music, which now we're talking about 432 hertz and 906, right? The hertz. The music can snap you out of self into that stillness. Yes, you're going to want to move and dance. But if you are still and you take it inward, it's like chewing, it's like eating food. It's nourishing. Right? So however you get there, whether it's sound bowls or stargazing or sunbathing, whatever, be still. Turn inward. Fine tune that. No, you're not going to be able to be in a seated position for the majority of your life. You have to do things. But when you tap into that stillness, you can carry it with you in your waking state by being present.
Come on. I'm loving it. Let me get my nephew in here, Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, man?
Oh, man, and Miss Precious, like, y'all got my whole soul's eyes bucked open right now. I'm just in awe for it.
I like that. Okay.
I appreciate you just soaking it all up. That mode of stillness and resonance is on my heart right now. Like, I don't know what I would need advising on, but I just feel, if you feel anything in your spirit right now, just continue to pour out. I'm all ears. I don't know, like, what, should we be naming our songs of the soul or something? Like, I don't even know what to ask you. I'm just privileged to be on the line with you.
Oh, thank you. No, you're getting exactly what your soul needs in this moment. That's another thing. The ego always drives us to think that there's something that we need to do other than being present. If you take nothing else away from tonight, the art of being present. Now, I will tell you this. I don't do online readings because in this forum, you don't know what the spirit got to say to you. That's not for everybody's ears, right? I've had several opportunities to be on television programs, and I always did a little prayer meditating on whether or not that would be good for my journey. And most often it has not, because reading another person, that's intimate. That's between you and the spirit. So whatever it is you're supposed to get out of this today, you're getting it. Trust that.
Yes, ma'am. So, Lockmore, would you engage like in a more freestyle, like almost like a spiritual cipher type of mode, or where do you find your? I don't know. I just feel nervous to anticipate
what she
how
gonna
to
say
show
next.
up. Or, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you want to catch that timing and all of just finding that discipline. Do you have any, I guess, tips or further advice on terms of like when to know that your bell has been rung or when it's show time, things like that?
Oh, wait. That's a good question. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. When we come forward, we going back to Atlanta, Georgia. That's a great question. Nazarene, I see you when we come forward. More with Precious McGarrett.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Worried about eviction? You have rights, and Stay Housed LA can help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between LA County, the City of Los Angeles, and local service providers. From Lancaster to Long Beach, we're here to help you with tenant education workshops, legal clinics, free legal services for eligible tenants, and online resources about tenant protection laws. Don't face eviction alone. Call our hotline at 1-888-694-0040. That's 1-888-694-0040. Or visit stayhousedla.org. Stay Housed Housed LA, keeping Los Angeles residents in their homes. Stay Housed LA, your rights, your home, our community. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Dr. Nicolai Corte. Let's preserve black land stories before they're lost forever. I want to personally invite you to be a part of something historic. As journalist in residence for the Black Land Lost Narrative Archive Project, I've joined forces with powerhouse attorney and social justice champion George Fothery, the man who helped make history by delivering justice to the Bruce family in Manhattan Beach, securing the first known return of land unjustly taken from black owners by a local government. That victory was monumental, but it was just the beginning. For generations, black families have acquired land through grit, faith, and determination, only to lose it through violence, legal loopholes, forced sales, and systematic racism. What's been taken goes far beyond dirt and deeds. It's the erasure of wealth, identity, and legacy. That's why we've launched the Black Land Lost Narrative Archive Project, a national effort to collect, protect, and preserve the stories of black land lost before they're buried, forgotten, or erased altogether. Because there's power in telling black stories, there is resistance in remembering, and there's justice in being seen and heard. This is where you come in. We're inviting you to be a part of this historic black narrative archive. If you or someone you know has experienced land loss, displacement, or forced property sales, your story deserves to be heard and remembered. Your story belongs in this archive. Your truth matters not just to your family, but to our collective future. Visit blacklandlost.org today. Fill out our simple intake form and add your voice to the National Archive of Remembrance, Resilience, and Reckoning. Let's make these stories live on, not in whispers, but on the record. With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Dr. Nicolai Corte, and as always, we welcome your feedback.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do.
You work out being you.
Work out being me?
Yeah, how'd you figure out how to be you?
I don't think I have too many choices. I follow my heart. Sometimes I'm afraid and nervous, but I'm confident. So it makes me brave. My thoughts are unorthodox a lot, and I do not have the most popular opinion, as I've learned over the years. But the only thing I can be is me. And as a mutable person, I've learned to be the best me, but still be able to mutate and, within different circles so that I don't disrupt it too much. Yeah.
It's funny you say that some of the opinions may be unpopular.
Yeah.
Popularity changes over time.
Yeah.
Your work was very popular from the jump.
Yeah.
Badoism, triple platinum, and kind of immediately this excitement.
Yeah.
One question I've been curious about now I get to meet you is, did that embrace, which really only endured over time, did that make it harder or easier to do your next work? How did that affect your approach?
It didn't affect my approach. It affects the people around you and their opinions and what they think. And if you're not careful, that will influence you. Or,
Come on, Erykah Badu. That was Erykah Badu, legend. Yeah, can't even front. She was talking about on being yourself and at life's pace. So that was pretty heavy. I love the conversation tonight, and I love the callers. People are calling in with some juicy stuff. My nephew was saying something that was quite profound before we came forward, but now we've come full circle. You get to re-ask that question, brother.
For sure, and thank you. To elaborate a little further, Miss Precious, one thing that I found is that when I rest in a sort of spiritual flow, it's nearly beyond frightening for me because it's nearly like inducing a trance within myself and participating in it in others. But my opinion or my perspective on it is that through my voice and cadence or what have you, responding to spiritual timing, it's like I'm participating as that instrument in God's divine order.
Yes.
And I can be a casualty or whatever it may be, but it's always kind of, I guess the word is precipice, but I always feel I'm on the precipice of some form of destruction or breakthrough, or it just gets real different, to say the least. So in that trance state, if you will, or have you felt anything along those lines, or would you encourage the rhyme? Like, that's kind of my question there.
Yeah, it feels like might be a little resistance to what's on the other side of it, and I suggest you go with it because, you know, when you are receiving spiritual downloads, right, it may wake you up in the middle of the night. It will invade your dream state, and it may feel a little scary, but allow it, because that feeling of fear is always the ego doing its job, distracting you from your journey inward. So resist and allow.
Resist and allow. I love that.
Thank you both.
Hey, nephew, guess what you just did, son?
Slama lama ding dong. Hey, shout out to Precious. Your nails are fire.
Hey, he brought Atlanta in the building.
Thank you.
But let me just say, my playlist is bananas tonight.
It is.
That last record, Toto?
Yes.
People don't know Toto did the whole Thriller album. So when you hear Human Nature, same band. Oh, man, the fire is lit tonight. When we come forward, we going to Carson, California to talk to the homie Eric. Let's get it.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. President Trump is calling for the death penalty for a black man, DeCarlos Brown Jr., accused of killing 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutsky on a Charlotte, North Carolina light rail.
What happened to Irina Zarutska is a heartbreaking tragedy that is shaking the city to the core. Is this the city we want to live in?
Brown faces federal charges that carry a maximum sentence of life or death. Trump posted on Truth Social that Brown should face a quick trial. A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from firing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, who is black. She'll remain in her role while her lawsuit against the president moves forward. Trump claimed he was removing Cook over mortgage fraud allegations, which she denies. And in her new memoir, 107 Days, former Vice President Kamala Harris calls Joe Biden's 2024 re-election bid a reckless mistake, saying it was driven by ego. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
This season, San Diego's playing at home, and you are on the roster. Don't miss the Padres, Wave FC, San Diego FC, and the Blue Angels at the Miramar Air Show. Plan your trip now at sandiego.org/awesome all year. Funded in part with City of San Diego Tourism Marketing District Assessment Funds.
Hey, KBLA 1580 delegation, your health matters to us. We know that information is power, especially when it comes to prevention and treatment. That's why we're proud to introduce the brand new KBLA Health and Wellness Hub. This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at KBLA1580.com. Accessible, empowering, community-focused. So just go to KBLA1580.com and click on the Health and Wellness Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Why'd I go to the doctor? My heart would race just taking my son to practice. It didn't feel right. So I got checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's more important to be a three-dimensional person. And one of the ways you get to be a whole person is you stop thinking about your little self. Am I pretty? Am I not pretty? Oh, and then start doing something serious for somebody else and doing it for their benefit. You may make mistakes. I mean, you're not, I am sure, flawless. So you're gonna mess up. It's you doing it. It's you doing it. It's you, picking up what was broken and putting it back together again. Even if you put it back together and it doesn't want to be put back together, it may want to be crooked. That's hardly the point. The point is to do that thing. And you're not gonna be happy after you do it. You don't get to get nothing.
Man, that was Toni Morrison on being a whole person. Gosh, relationship is going to expose the fractures in your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you become aware of them. That's how you begin the process of mending those fractures. But nobody can do it for you. You owe yourself this. You owe you. That's tonight's topic. I'm sitting in here with Master Spiritualist. Yes, come on. Precious McGill is in the building right now, and she's just been dropping bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. We got another caller on the line that I want you to be able to connect with.
Okay.
He's been on hold for a minute because we've had
Thank
callers. And listen, here we go. Eric from Carson, California in the building. What up, Eric? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, friend?
What's up, Zoe and Dr. Grill?
Just Precious. McGill. Just Precious is fine.
Just Precious.
Before I quickly summarize my question, I wanted to ask you, other than IG, is there any other way I can reach out to you?
Yes, you can also email me, phenomenalchange, the letter U, @gmail.com. That's also a really great way to reach out. Phenomenalchange, the letter U, @gmail.com.
Okay. And so thank you for that. And so my issue, I'll make it real quick, is I don't have boundaries with my family or friends. And I'm a part of this, but I allow my friends and family members to mistreat me. And then I will say my piece, and then we'll pick up where we left off, and I don't hold anybody accountable, including myself. And I'm always the underdog. And one quick example I'll give you of that, and I'll let you address me, is if I go, like I'm going out to lunch with a good friend on Friday. And so I did a precursor, and I said, okay, we're only going to be there 2 hours from the time we sit down at the restaurant. I'm a chatterbox, and I can talk all night. And so part of me feels like we can be enjoying the conversation and stay there 4 hours, but it's going to be blamed on me. And so I do that to kind of set a tone. So I just want to know if you can see what's going on with me.
Yeah, perhaps you should shift your perspective and you'll have a different experience. It's nothing wrong with enjoying talking, but how's it working for you? And if the experience is just about how much time you're spending with people, of course you're in control about, with that subject. But when I hear you say that you're the underdog, like, what is your experience? Because sometimes what the ego will do is also cause us to feel sorry for ourselves or feel like what another person did to me and it's them. Take accountability. And it doesn't matter if they take accountability or not. If you validate your own experience, if you value your experience, if you honor your own energy, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how other people are showing up. So perhaps shift your perspective, have a new experience. Doesn't mean you're going to be doing something different, but it does mean you may feel something different.
Hey, Eric. Because I hear you, Eric. Is what that's your response. Listen, I'm not precious. I'm going to be harsh with you. You playing the victim right now. That's all. She said it in the nicest
diplomacy.
It was all spiritual. I saw glitter and magic in here. She said it sweetly. But I'm just going to tell you like your brother would tell you, you playing the victim. I don't have.
You think I'm playing the victim?
Absolutely. Because you named the demon, but you kept the demon in the catbird seat of power. You didn't say, I'm no longer going to do that. You said, because I have weak boundaries and, people take advantage of me and You basically said that you co-signed all of this. If you were the CEO of a company, you signed every check that caused you to lose all your money, all your business right there. Now, she's being sweet tonight. I'm not. I'm your brother. Don't.
I want you to consider something. Let's say if one of the things that was taxing you was you're financially assisting everybody in your family, and it doesn't feel good, right?
That's kind of true. Not everybody, but some people.
Okay, but what if a part of your soul's journey was to financially assist the people in your family? Because this has something to do with a previous reincarnation. One, you'll be blessed enough to have the money. Two, whatever you put out in the universe, it will come back to you. If you shift your perspective and see yourself as giving freely, more like an apple tree, it gives so much it nourishes its own roots. Then there's nothing wrong with that. Shift your perspective, take power in how you show up with people. And if you're not going to change the behavior, perhaps change how you see your behavior.
Ooh.
I like that. Can I ask you one final thought?
Sure.
I have this big thing about if I do something for somebody, I, in my head, think that they should say thank you. Like if I get you a birthday gift or if
that's manipulation.
Yeah.
It's manipulation. Giving is just that, giving. Now, of course, it would be nice for them to say thank you and appreciate it. But that's not always going to be the case with people. How other people show up has nothing to do with you. Now, if you decide that you want to be a giver with people who appreciate you, then do that. But don't expect them to change. That's manipulation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What she's saying is you're a covert receiver.
Covert receiver. I'm writing this down.
Giving to receive.
You're giving to receive. And it's covert because you're not letting that be known. Because you just said, hey, I'm giving this, But quietly underneath, I need you to acknowledge what I did. You're a covert receiver.
And the pain is sitting with you. You feel that pain because your ego is at play here, but that pain you're feeling is your soul trying to tell you, shift.
Wow. I have the problem, huh?
He don't
You
like
talking
the way,
about
he don't like the way that sounds. Oh, so it's me, huh?
Your relatives didn't call in. You did. You the one with the problem.
Eric, why you always do this? Why you like this, Eric? You call in, you ask your questions, but it be like little underhanded, Clayton Kershaw curveballs kind of. You know it's you, Eric. Come on.
I'm a manipulator, remember?
Emotionally, yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to take the responsibility, Eric, or no?
I'm going to take it.
All right.
Yeah, because you can't come in and profess that you got weak boundaries and people take advantage of you, but you don't like it. But everybody do. I'm taking care of the whole family. And then, now look at me. I'm 3 hours and 45 minutes in. I meant to leave in 2 hours. Listen, come on, Eric, what we on?
Oh, wow. How much do you charge, though?
How much do I charge? Email me and I'll tell you.
Yeah, she'll tell you. Give them your email address.
Phenomenal change.
gave it to me.
The letter U at Gmail.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
You will be hearing from me.
Okay,
Please.
great. I look forward to
Eric,
it.
guess what you just did, man?
I brought Carson in the house.
See, Arson is in the building. If you want to bring your city in, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. We about to land this plane.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
Founded in Los Angeles in 1986, litigation powerhouse Quinn Emanuel has deep roots in the Los Angeles community. Since 2007, we have litigated some of the largest fires on the West Coast. We are proud to be the only AmLaw 100 firm in the country to represent wildfire victims, giving affected individuals, families, and businesses the same focus and individualized attention we devote to our Fortune 500 clients. BTI Consulting has repeatedly recognized Quinn Emanuel as among the 4 law firms in-house counsel least like to oppose in any litigation, and we are often deemed the most feared. And after securing over $80 billion for our clients in various matters firm-wide, we understand why. If you have been affected by the recent wildfires in Altadena and the Palisades and would like to discuss your situation further, please contact wildfire support at QuinnEmanuel.com or call us at 213-443-3050. Quinn Emanuel is proud to sponsor Conversation Live Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. More. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Chicago, you're still shooting up. In Boston, y'all still shooting up. In Queensbridge, stay shooting up. Even in Wichita, it's wicked, y'all. You see a mic stand lit up under the spotlight, a silhouette of a man slaying beats that knock right. I treasure whenever our rhetoricals hit, orchestral tracks and nail it, smooth black velvet and rap intelligent, but then it's just a low percent who blow on some knives big and over. No offense, but I was over with finding young spitters whose names I remember. Dave, J. Rose. Dissing your idols kill your future, less your idols souped up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host. Hey man, never a bad time for Nas. I'm sorry. He's one of the GOATs of all time. Gotta give him his. The Voice of Reason was very interesting tonight. You owe you. You can't get what you owe from you from them. Ooh, that's hurtful. Let's get into it, precious. My precious. So I have questions for you.
Let's go.
In light of everything that we talked about tonight, if we were to look at relationships from an economics perspective, like supply and demand, the wounds have demands, are unhealed wounds, right? So what psycho-spiritual product does your wound demand, and who must supply it for you to feel whole?
Yeah, I guess that varies because, you know, if a person in relationship is experiencing a certain problem, it's unique to that person. Even if you can say, okay, we're a group of anonymous over lovers or whatever the case is. So it varies, but the answer is always you. You have to plug that for yourself. You have to feel that for yourself.
So wholeness is an inside job.
Always.
That's what we got out of that. Wholeness is an inside job.
Always.
We're there. So you giving me this is sparking so much. The manipulator and the controller obviously is fractured, which is why they need manipulation and control. Is that Eric?
So.
Eric was just on the line.
Well,
can we be honest? Eric, this is for you, brother. We love you.
Yeah, but as much as it is for him, it is for us as well, right?
Yes.
Because I know I've definitely have been in that position where Eric is. Like I love hard.
Yes.
I've given so much of myself.
Right.
You know, and where's my get back? And when is someone else? But when I stopped looking outside, I don't have those types of issues anymore. Not those. The ones that I do have, absolutely, I'm human. The issues that I do have as it relates to intimate relationship, interpersonal relationships, even professional relationships, the challenges I have, I know that they are mine. I'm the feeler, right? And my ego is doing its job by separating me from source. So instead of looking outwards, I look inward whenever I'm having a challenge, whatever the nature is of the relationship. If you don't go within, you will go without. This is about you. This is about what your soul is doing here.
So are you telling me that nobody's coming to save you? You are the self-rescuer. But what about all... Listen, do you know how many people are out here in the manipulation game?
Yeah, and they don't know it, though. People don't know it. I didn't know it.
Yeah, some of them know. Eric knew.
The hardest thing that a person can see is themselves.
Go there.
So they may not know. even if they start to do their work spiritually and get certain concepts, the degree to which you're still experiencing pain is the exact measure in which you are causing your pain.
Right. Not doing the work is actually
the work.
contributing to the pain.
And it's levels to this. It's levels to it. I look at the people that I've been in relationship where I've experienced the greatest amount of pain. They have been my greatest teachers. And some of this included physical violence.
Ooh.
I couldn't blame the other person to a point where it bypassed what I needed to do. It's like, it's not always the other person. Your pain is the part that you're responsible for.
And they're responsible for whatever they did.
That's their business.
That's their business.
Mind your business.
Come on. Oh, God. Do toxic partners stay, or do we demand their presence to confirm an old identity of unworthiness? Do they stay, or do we allow them to stay because that confirms an old identity of unworthiness?
I mean, yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. And I always tell people, because I do counsel couples as well, you're too focused on your partner and how they're showing up. If you want to get in the relationship, get out of the relationship, whatever it is, focus on you. Focus on your vibration. That is your job. When couples come in and they are spewing hate speech about one another, I always turn them back to look at how you're showing up. That's what your job is. Focus on you.
The issue, this is deep. It's not the issue that is your issue. It's how you respond to the issue that is your issue.
The issue is your lesson. It is the catalyst for bringing about change in your life, if you do the work.
Is trauma-bonded love authentic connection or simply capitalism of the nervous system?
Yes and yes. Yes and yes.
Goodness gracious.
It's yes and yes.
Yeah. So, this is deep. Could the trauma bond be a bond of our collective unfinished work?
Well, all of it is. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. All these new terminology. I'm 52. I know we didn't have this language when I was growing up.
We didn't.
Right?
Patrick Carnes wasn't cooking.
Attachment style, anxious avoidant. We didn't have all that language. So the experiences are not anything new. But yes, it is a collective experience. This is why we've reincarnated in at the same time. We're dealing with specific energies. Even as the collectives are shifting, there's still a collective experience. Yeah.
I love it. Listen, I want you guys to support Precious McGrill, please. McGill.
Just Precious is fine.
Well, I love Precious, man, and she's going to be back. I want you guys to get with her with Precious.com. That's her new website. But your IG is
Phenomenal Change.
Precious McGill up in here cooking with the rarest grease. I'll be back tomorrow because it's my Friday. Let's get it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams is brushing off reports he'll quit the mayor's race.
Next question.
Adams says he's staying in as an independent despite rumors of a Trump administration job offer. Trump has urged Adams and Republican Curtis Sleewood to drop out to boost Andrew Cuomo against frontrunners Aram Mamdani. A black Minnesota man is free after 27 years for a murder he didn't commit. Brian Hooper was sentenced to life in 1998, but the key witness recently confessed to the crime. Hooper, now 54, walked out of